Okay, people, I'm on here today because I keep on seeing very disturbing statements. One of them I've seen this last week is, we shouldn't be counting all the COVID cases. We should only count the deaths. Okay, you want to only count the damage done by COVID. Fine, I'll compromise on you with that. So long as including and counting the damage of the of what COVID does to a person, you also include perfectly healthy people who now have permanent lung damage, permanent heart damage, permanent brain damage, liver damage, and kidney damage in people as young as 7 years old. You categorize those problems within those normally healthy people by age. And then you list each one of those people who are at risk of a heart attack, a stroke, having to have a kidney transplant, liver transplant, or lung transplant in the future because of what COVID did to them. Okay? And that goes right along with all the deaths. And on top of that, you list in the future how many children were denied the right to be a cop, to be a firefighter, to be in the military, to play baseball or basketball or football as their dream as a child because COVID messed up their lung and their heart and they could no longer handle it. So them children can never do a job or recreation like every other child who never got the COVID. You list that down. See how much damage COVID really is doing. I'll go with, let's just list what damage COVID is doing. Fine. So long as you list all of that, as well as listing how many children have already had a stroke and died from it, or a heart attack and died from it, let alone those who have survived from it, and will forever have future problems because of it. Knock your crap off. I don't care what the numbers are. I don't give a fracking crap what the numbers are. Do you think that when the Black Plague was out there, people knew how many people were infected before they decided, oh, we got a problem. We need to protect ourselves. If you think they thought that they had to know how many cases were out in the world before they tried to protect themselves from that virus because they knew it was there, then you're a fracking idiot. One of the biggest ones in the fracking world ever existing, ever in history. Do you think in 1918 they knew exactly how many cases of the Spanish flu were out there? Do you think they knew it? Huh? Or did they just know it was out there and people was dying? And so they did everything they could, including wearing masks, to protect themselves from it. You guys are a bunch of frickin' idiots. And you're the reason why our country can't open up. You're the reason why the fracking virus keeps on spreading. You're the reason why this shit keeps on happening. You take a look at Germany. You take a look at Korea. At the same time that we had no more than 90 cases here in America, Korea had 90 cases. Since then, they've had 200 more cases. We have had over 160,000 more. you think Korea is doing that's right that we aren't? Could it be they're doing better testing? Could it be that they make sure they isolate the people who are infected and shut down communities where the infection is? Or could it be that our president is a fucking idiot? I hear you people now out there complaining on how, well, what about Obama saying if you want your doctor, you can keep your doctor? What about all the fucking lies Trump has told? Shut your fucking mouth. There is 3 words that Trump has said that was a lie that has killed over 160,000 people and left millions with permanent damage to their brain, their lungs, their heart, their liver, their kidney. You know what those 3 fucking words were? It's a hoax. Fuck you, Trump! And ever since he's uttered those 3 words, he has done absolutely nothing to stop this virus. And every one of his butt-licking fucking pieces of shit freaking Republicans are following right down the line with him. And every one of you people who support them have your fucking blinders on. You're a bunch of idiots. If a Democrat did this, an independent did this, I'd be sitting here bitching just as much. Because this kind of shit kills people and robs our children of their fucking future. Not just because they become orphans, because their bodies will never, ever work again the way it should. You're ridiculous. You're taking our future away. And then you come up with this little beautiful little card that you have printed off somewhere that says, I can't wear a mask because of medical reasons. But you ain't got no doctor fucking excuse, and you know it. You're a bunch of spoiled, rotten, selfish, nasty, greedy little bastards. That's all the more you are. Because there's absolutely no excuse why you can't wear a mask. If you can stand out there and bitch at somebody for half a fucking hour on why you should be let into the store without a mask, then your lungs are just fine. And you can wear a fucking mask. Shut the fuck up. You're a piece of shit. And that's all the more you are. You don't give a shit about anybody else. But the fact that you want to get your hair done. Oh, I gotta go get it done. Go spend $12.99 at fucking Walmart for a hair dye or perm and do it at fucking home. You're worthless. If your lungs are so bad you can't wear a mask, you find yourself a designated fucking shopper to do your shopping for you. Because otherwise, the only fucking thing you are doing is you're out there wanting to do your own selfish fucking thing. Oh, I can't wear a mask. But I can stand there for 15 minutes, just like I'm doing right now. You think if I could bitch at you like this right now, that there's any reason whatsoever why I can't wear a mask? Doctors have even proved by the oximeter on your finger that mask does not hamper how much oxygen you get into your body. That's number 1. Number 2, if there's some reason why, for God don't even know why, it would hamper your oxygen, a fucking doctor can order you a cannula. And you can wear that easily under your mask. But no, you'd rather be out there not knowing whether you're infected or not because Trump's not testing properly and spreading some deadly fucking virus so another little 12-year-old girl can have a fucking heart attack and almost die. So another 7-year-old little boy can die from COVID. Not one of you are willing to listen to any of the science. The only thing you want to say is, they don't have the numbers right. Oh, gives a shit! The virus is there. It is killing people. Plain, simple, blank, full stop. Nothing else needs to be said. You're a bunch of fucking selfish idiots. And if you don't like me saying that, then maybe you better get your fucking heads out of your ass. You don't think all the rest of us are upset about having to be locked into their house? Fuck, I did something nice, one thing nice for somebody, and I was exposed to COVID. Damn lucky I didn't get it. But I was exposed. And I live in a town that doesn't even have 14,000 people in it. In the middle of fucking bumfuck nowhere, Iowa. We've had 3 of our firefighters who have gotten it. We've had people over in the next town 30 miles away who have gotten it. That's the largest town next to us. 30 fucking miles away in any direction. And that ain't even a large town. That ain't even a big city. It's a small, hick town, little freaking country town. And we're getting it over here. Because idiots like you fucking dumbasses are running around not wearing masks. And you gotta go to your rally over in South Dakota. Oh God, can't go without that. No. You know, sometimes I almost hope somebody would come here and bomb America. Because maybe if they did and you actually had to be stuck in a bunker somewhere, maybe then you would realize what real hardship is. Because until then, you got your heads up your ass. You're a bunch of worthless pieces of shit. Endangering everybody else's lives for your own selfish need. And not only that, you're endangering your own children's lives. Because you don't want to be bothered to wear a mask. Such fucking spoiled, rotten fucking brats who've never had to face any kind of true hardship. Let me see any one of you who really went through any hardship in your life further than just not having mommy give you something that you wanted or making you follow some rules. You know how many people I've run into like you? It's not even funny. I sat here and listened to how some people say, yeah, I went into foster home because I didn't like the way things were being run at my home. After my mom left my daddy, I had to work at my daddy's workplace. And then I left the foster home because the foster mother wouldn't let me play the radio. That's fucking ridiculous. Why don't they try to go through what I went through as a child? Have a mother that never wanted a daughter, who constantly told her sometimes women have to sit back and shut up, while her brothers, her 3 other brothers, took turns at everything else that she was supposed to have a turn at. Try and have brothers and a biological father that molests her, and then have the mother ignore it knowing it's happening, let alone all the other people while I was a child that I was being molested and raped by. You want to talk about what hardship is, you talk about that fucking hardship. And I came through it. You try being beat with a whip that's this round, that's woven by your brothers, because your brothers did something wrong and you did nothing, and they got away with it. You try going through that hardship. You spoiled, rotten fucking brats know nothing what hardship is. And now you're willing to let children go through even more hardship for your own selfishness. You make me sick. You make me so